Welcome to BikeBeat. The 2026 Kawasaki Z400RS is shaping up to be one of the most exciting additions to the middleweight motorcycle market, and it's a bike that brings together classic heritage styling with cutting-edge modern performance. Kawasaki's RS lineup has been winning riders over since the introduction of the Z900RS and Z650RS, and now, for the first time, the same philosophy has been distilled into the 400 cubic centimeters segment. This machine doesn't just look retro, it's engineered to deliver a unique riding experience that stands apart from its rivals in the class. At the heart of the Z400RS is what makes this bike truly special, a high-revving 399 cubic centimeters inline-four derived from the Ninja ZX4R platform. Unlike most 300 to 400 cubic centimeters bikes that rely on single-cylinder or parallel twin engines, Kawasaki has gone all in with a four-cylinder motor that screams to nearly 15,000 RPM. Power is expected to come in at around 77 horsepower at 14,500 RPM, with torque figures hovering around 39 Nm at 13,000 RPM. What this means in practice is a bike that thrives at the top of the rev range, offering an exhilarating surge of power when you wind it out, while still remaining smooth and predictable for daily commuting. The 6-speed gearbox is paired with a slip and assist clutch to keep gear changes light and drama-free, even under aggressive downshifts. Higher trims are rumored to include an up-and-down quickshifter, giving the Z400RS an extra touch of sport bike flavor while staying true to its classic looks. The engine's character makes this machine something of a bridge between the everyday usability of a twin and the exciting, visceral energy of a small-displacement sport bike. For riders who've always loved the scream of an inline-four but don't want the intimidation or expense of a 600, this bike hits the sweet spot. Kawasaki has designed the Z400RS around a frame derived from the ZX4R, keeping things light and agile while ensuring stability at speed. With a wet weight in the ballpark of 189 kilograms and a seat height of about 800 millimeters, it strikes a balance between manageable size and substantial feel. The bike carries roughly a 15-liter fuel tank, giving decent range for commuting and weekend rides. Suspension duties are handled by inverted forks up front and a well-damped rear shock, with preload adjustment available and more advanced options on premium trims. Stopping power is delivered by dual front discs with strong calipers, backed up by a rear disc, and of course dual-channel ABS is standard. The styling of the Z400RS is what immediately draws attention. It pays homage to Kawasaki's Z lineage with a round headlamp, teardrop-shaped fuel tank, and simple, clean lines free from excessive plastic fairings. The seat is flat and practical, with subtle detailing that hints at the brand's history, while color schemes and paint finishes are expected to mirror the iconic green, metallic black, and retro-striped patterns of larger RS models. Despite its retro face, everything about the lighting is modern, with full LED units ensuring visibility and efficiency. Instrumentation is likely to be a blend of analog-style dials with a digital TFT display tucked inside, giving riders both nostalgia and convenience in a single glance. Ergonomically, the Z400RS places the rider in a more upright, relaxed posture compared to a supersport machine. The handlebar position is comfortable, the pegs aren't too rear-set, and the bike feels natural for everyday riding. This makes it equally suited for city commutes, casual weekend twisties, and even longer journeys. Kawasaki has clearly aimed to make the bike approachable without watering down its performance character. Modern rider aids enhance the experience, with selectable riding modes like Sport, Road, and Rain rumored to be included, along with traction control that adjusts based on conditions. Smartphone connectivity may also make its way into the TFT dash, giving riders turn-by-turn navigation and the ability to log ride data. These features, while subtle, bring the Z400RS into line with today's expectations for a premium motorcycle, while still presenting itself as a classic throwback on the outside. Pricing is expected to be a strong point for the Z400RS. Internationally, base versions should slot into the $5,500 to $6,500 range, making it accessible while still premium enough to justify the inline-four performance. In India, pricing is projected to start near 8.5 lakh rupees for higher trims, though local duties and taxes will influence final numbers. Different trims may include upgraded suspension, color options, or additional tech like quickshifters, and buyers will likely have the option of accessorizing further with Kawasaki's official catalog. The most compelling unique selling point of this motorcycle is its inline-four character in a displacement range where nearly every rival uses twins or singles. That smooth, screaming top-end performance combined with a retro aesthetic makes it stand out instantly. The exhaust note alone is expected to set it apart from the competition. It will sound and feel like a shrunken superbike wrapped in classic clothes. Kawasaki has managed to create a machine that appeals both to young riders looking for excitement and to seasoned enthusiasts who remember the golden era of four-cylinder middleweights. There are trade-offs, of course. The high-revving nature of the engine means that in stop-and-go traffic or at very low revs, it won't feel as torquey as some parallel twins. Riders may find themselves shifting more often to stay in the power band. Maintenance could also be slightly more complex compared to simpler twin-cylinder rivals, and the premium features will push the price above budget-focused competitors. But for those who want something more than just a practical commuter, these compromises are part of the charm. The Z400RS enters a competitive field. It sits against bikes like Kawasaki's own Z400 Twin, Yamaha's MT-03, KTM's Duke 390, and even retro-styled machines like the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. But none of those combine classic naked styling with a high-revving inline-four. It's not just about numbers on a spec sheet, it's about how the bike makes you feel when you hear it, see it, and ride it. In that regard, Kawasaki is carving out its own niche rather than directly copying rivals. When you look at the complete package, the 2026 Kawasaki Z400RS feels like a natural evolution of the RS family. It delivers emotional appeal through its design, practicality through its ergonomics, thrill through its inline-four performance, and reassurance through its modern electronics and braking. It's a bike that tells a story every time you walk up to it in your garage and every time you twist the throttle on the open road. For riders who have always dreamed of owning a classic-styled bike but don't want to give up modern performance, or for those who want a taste of that four-cylinder magic without committing to the cost, size, and weight of larger motorcycles, the Z400RS could very well be the perfect answer. Kawasaki has proven with the Z900RS and Z650RS that this formula works, and bringing it to the 400 cubic centimeters class feels like the right move at the right time. As it rolls into showrooms, expect the Z400RS to become a cult favorite. It's not just another naked bike, it's a statement of intent from Kawasaki, showing that middleweight motorcycles can still surprise us. For many riders, it will be the gateway into the world of inline-four ownership, and for others, it will be a stylish second bike that's as enjoyable to look at as it is to ride. Either way, the Z400RS is more than just specs on paper. It's about heritage, sound, character, and the kind of grin you can't wipe off your face when you ride it. That's the magic of the 2026 Kawasaki Z400RS, a motorcycle that respects the past, thrives in the present, and hints at a future where bikes are as much about emotion as they are about performance.